Congratulations. So you bought yourself a... What am I looking over there for? You're over here. Congratulations. I believe that you have now bought your caravan. Well, hopefully. So, we're going to talk about various things that's going to make your caravan experience hopefully a little bit better. And I should readjust this a bit more. And that is what to do next. Now, if you can go with a friend and with their caravan, that's good. Also, try and choose the caravan park that is close to where you bought the caravan, and also, or maybe even close to your home or whatever, because if something goes wrong for the first time, you can always rush off and go and, you know, get it sorted. It's a lot easier than traveling thousands of miles or something to go and get something sorted, like you forgot a grey water tank or whatever. So that's always good. Another thing too is that make yourself some checklists. So have one for what you need to take normally in your caravan, like your grey water tank, fresh water tanks if you need to take those. Your you know, you can list your clothes on that as well, but all the things like your jack handle for your stabilizers and so on. So have a list that's an all-time list for the caravan, and also have two other lists, and put these, if you can, laminate them and put them inside the wardrobe door of your caravan. And you could have one for when you are packing up. So you could, in that you can include things like, for instance, make sure the hatch is secure, the windows are secure, and loose items in the caravan are safely stored away. You may have, for instance, the jug out on the beach, and nothing worse than taking off and having that going sliding off and through a window. So which reminds me, I think I said make sure your window's secured. So various things like that. So a good checklist for when you are ready to go. Now you've done your checklist, you've got everything ready to go, you're ready to hit the road. Now the first thing you need to do is check to make sure your caravan to the car is secure. So have a quick walk around, just look at your tyres, make sure they're pumped up, call into a nearby garage on your way out to check the pressures. Check to make sure your stabilizers are up fully, and also make sure that you've got your chain on properly, your hitches on correctly by giving it a good old push up and down, and make sure it's locked on really well, and plug your power lead in. Now with the power lead plugged in, and there's more than one of you going away, a good idea is to get the person who's not driving to get out and check all your lights, so your indicators, your brake lights and things like that. So get them sorted before they get back in the car. Check all your mirrors once you're in the car, your side mirrors, make sure you can see as best as you can, and your rear vision mirror. Make sure that the curtains on the back are pulled out of the way so you can see right through the caravan if possible, out to the back. So now you're ready to hit the road. Once you're on the road, now just take it nice and steady. You do not have to worry about everything under the sun. It's just taking it easy. So you drive off, you go down the road, and all you do every now and again is just check your mirrors, make sure that the caravan is behaving as it should in the back, and also check for any traffic that may be building up in the meantime behind you. And don't worry about those too much. Just wait until there's a nice place you can pull over, let them pass, and you'll get the odd honk, wave, lights flashing to say thank you, and so on. So yeah, just do that as well. One thing I forgot to mention is very important before you take off is to make sure that you've loaded your caravan correctly. So all big heavy items are down low over the axle and slightly forward in the caravan. Do not load heavy items to the rear of the caravan. So the majority of your weight of your caravan should be over the axles and forward in the caravan, and this will keep the pressure nice on to the drawbar. If you load at the back, then it's going to take the weight off the drawbar and make your caravan want to jump around all over the place. So you're on the road and you're heading off to your first caravan site. Now we follow, I should say, a young lady called Karen from Traveling K, and if you watch some of her first videos, you'll see her picking up her first caravan and going off to a caravan park. Now this young lady uses what I think is a very, very sensible approach to caravaning. She phoned ahead to the campground or got in contact with the caravan campground people and told them that she's never towed a caravan before, and so they gave her a nice easy site. She didn't have to back, and that's how she started. Now if that's not available to you and you have to back, backing is also can be made very easy by using the same principles, taking it nice and slow. And just remember the principle that when your caravan appears in this mirror, whatever you see, that's where you need to be, so you turn your wheel towards it. So you just do that slowly and the caravan will appear in various mirrors, and that's where you need to turn your steering wheel towards. I'm doing this really crazy. Turn your steering wheel towards the caravan as you see it, and if you do that nice and slowly, you'll see that you'll be able to back straight. And also in backing, I see this often, you know, well, the person in the driver's seat knows he's got to go backwards, so what's the point of this? And I've seen vehicles get damaged by this. What we do, we have a principle where my wife stays and makes sure I can see in the mirror, and she stands at the back and she holds her hands out, and as I get closer to where she thinks she wants me to stop, obviously allowing enough room for me to get at the back of the caravan to wind down the stabilizers, but when she thinks that's far enough, she'll just come like this, and I know as she does that, I just come to a stop. It's far better doing that than doing this and then someone going like that and you slam on the brakes and then half your glassware is broken because you were frightened that you had to stop suddenly. Another thing too is if we have to go left and right, she will hold it up like that and she will point to whatever side that I need to go to, and by doing it so we can do it spot on. We can actually put the car even onto the tow ball by doing that principle. It's far better than doing this and that. So okay, now that you've done that, you're out on site and you are ready to hook up. So you hook up your water and your grey water and all the rest of it. Now you'll probably notice people looking at you. They're not looking at you to judge you, they're looking at you to see if you need any help at all, because from time to time we all need a bit of help, but they're there to be courteous, and so they're not judging at all. The caravan people are very, very helpful and friendly, so just bear that in mind. Another thing too is if you're using a site and you're using a tap, there may be one tap to 2 or maybe even 4 sites. Grab yourself a little splitter to hook into the tap. This one here has the screw and thread that will go into the tap, and you can put your click on, click off water connection to that. So don't ever have your connections to a tap which blocks other users. So always carry a set of these, 2 different types, one with the thread at the top and push in at the bottom, and another one which has thread at the top, threads at the bottom. So while I'm filling, if someone turns up, they can still use the tap. So it's always just a courteous thing to have one of these. So that's about it. Just have your checklist, take things easy, and you should find it pretty simple, really. So that's about all I can suggest. There's not much to caravanning except for enjoying yourself and having a wonderful time, and I'm sure you will. So with that in mind, we wish you happy caravanning, happy adventures, and we'll see you here next week when I think I'll probably tackle something quite different. And we may look at some remodeling work going on in the caravan. So until then, thanks for watching. Bye for now.